Coast Golf Center. I'm here today talking about trajectory, how to keep the ball high, how to keep the ball low depending on conditions. You know, when it's windy and the wind's in your face, you want to keep it lower. If it's wind at our back, we want to put it up higher so it flies longer and goes further. So real quick, we're going to talk about where the ball should be in our setup. Right here I got something set up where the ball is in the middle of my stance. So this is how you would normally set up with the ball straight in the middle. But if we're going to talk about keeping the ball low first, especially in the wind. So we're going to put the ball a little further back in my stance. So just like this, we want to get the ball more towards your right back foot. We're going to also lean a little forward more. We're also going to tilt the shaft forward, so we have some shaft lean. When we tilt the shaft forward, the club face is going to shut and stay lower. Also, when we swing, we want our finish to be lower. We don't want to have a traditional finish that's up high, because when we pull up with our arms, the ball's going to go fly a little higher. So it's going to be a little quicker of a swing, not as fast, not as slow and fluid. It's going to be quicker, and we're going to have a shorter follow through. So here's an example right now of a short, also they call it a punch shot. See how my finish is nice and low? The ball took off nice and low in piercing ball flight. Now we're going to talk about hitting the ball a little higher. So if we got downwind at our back, we can flight the ball up and let the wind carry it to the hole. We can probably take a little less club because the ball is going to have less spin when it lands on the green. It's going to bounce forward. So now instead of putting it on our back foot, we're going to put it more on our inside front left heel. This will allow our swing plane to get a little more upright and the ball carry higher and further. So here I'm going to have an example of hitting a high shot. Also, we want to tilt our shoulders backwards so that way we're able to swing up at it, hit the ball up. Also, we want to swing a little slower so the ball has time to roll off the club face and go higher. So this is going to be our high shot. Now, I hit that on the top of the net. My punch shot was in the middle of the net. So that's the difference between ball flight with our iron. Now we're going to go over our driver. Our driver's a little different. Our driver usually flights high a lot of the times, but sometimes into the wind we're going to have to keep it low. So now the same thing. The ball, if we want to keep it low with our driver, our shoulders aren't going to be tilted as far back. They're going to be centered a little more. The ball is going to be in the middle of our stance. That way we're hitting it more on the way down rather than on the way up, like we would normally swing. So I'm going to hit a low shot right here for us. Also, if you notice, my finish is still low. If my finish gets high, I'm pulling up with the arms, and that's going to add spin to the ball. When you add spin to the ball's going to go a lot higher. So now I'm going to talk about hitting the ball higher. To hit the ball higher, we're going to tilt our shoulders and keep our head behind the ball a little longer. So instead of my shoulders being flat like this, they're going to be tilted upwards a little more. Okay, this is good for downwind shots. So, something that you want to flight the ball high and let it carry. So we're going to put this more off our front left heel, kind of like our regular drive, ball position wise. We're also going to tilt our shoulders back and keep a little more weight on our back foot. This will allow us to swing more on the upswing, catch the ball higher on the club face. So I'm going to demonstrate hitting a high ball right now. Now my finish was not as low as the first one because we wanted to throw that one up a little higher. So it was more of a traditional driver swing. So a good way to practice this is go to the range, hit some half swing shots. If you hit some half swings, you'll get the feel of the piercing trajectory. And as you make your swing longer, the ball's going to go higher. So you can use aligning sticks to help you with the ball position. You put one right parallel with the ball, and then you could put this one perpendicular, cross. So like this would be in the front of our stance. If we wanted to move it back, we just move our body up a little bit. So you can tell where you are, the ball is in your stance. Best of luck, and hope you hit them straight.